Hello once again, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music. I am so glad that you are here. Today we are listening to more Dan Vasc, and we're listening to Reigns of Castamere, or Castamere. I believe this is a Game of Thrones song. That's what it says in the title of the video. I have never seen Game of Thrones. I don't really have any interest in watching Game of Thrones. But don't let that turn you off from watching the video because I might really like the song. Is the song going to convince me to watch the show? Probably not, but hey, anything could happen. Love Dan Vasc. Really excited to hear more of his work. This is a donation request from Gen Camaro Guy, and Gen Camaro Guy recommended checking this one out because of the lows that Dan can hit. So let's do it.
And who are you? The proud lord said that I must bow so low.
It's pretty low.
Only a can of a different coat. That's all the truth I know. In a coat of gold or the coat of red.
Like I can't sustain low vocals like that. I can sort of make my voice low, but I can imagine like having a bassy voice for singing like a whole song. Something else I forgot to say on this is that this is a very old Dan Vasc video. So like this is it looks great, production quality, all that stuff, but like he's got a different microphone. The lighting isn't as noticeably varied and stuff. He, fades right into that black background with the black shirt and stuff. So it's less professionally put together. But I mean, his heart and soul is in it. It just is what it is. This is 8 years old, which is a long time. So something interesting. I mean, it sounds amazing. I don't know what kind of microphone that is, but I mean, it's still awesome. And so as usual, I'm gonna back it up just slightly. As usual, Dan is very into it. I actually think I may just start pretty close to the beginning here.
Proud lord said that I must bow so low.
He's kind of got his head
a can
a little bit down.
Different coat. That's all the truth I know. In a coat of gold or the coat of red, a lion still has claws.
It's very interesting camera work. It's very interesting, right? Only showing like from here down, just his nose down in that last shot. But you kind of see that he's starting to, his lips are starting to pull up, a little bit of a growl kind of a look.
Long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours.
Intense.
And so is spoke, and so is spoke, that load of
Castamere.
But now the rains we pour is all, with no one there to hear.
A little bit of a twitch in his lip as he hits that note, and I really did like the effect of looking at the hand and thinking, he's I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, but like sort of a plotting revenge sort of a thing, perhaps. It's talking about bowing so low and stuff like that, so it's like being trammeled upon and the resentment that can breed in someone, perhaps. I'm not catching every word. Dan is a very clear enunciator, but I'm just not quite catching every single thing. So far, this is really good.
But now the rains we pour is all, with no one there to hear. Yes, now the rains we pour is all, and not a soul to hear.
a very pretty song. Having a dead black screen for several seconds in a row is a crazy move.
And so it spoke, and so it spoke, the Lord of Castamere. But now the rains we pour his home with no one there to hear. Yes, now the rains we pour his home, and not a soul to hear.
It's always the eyes with Dan, you know? He looks out at the right times. He looks down at the right times. He looks at his hand at the right time. You know, he looks at the camera at the right time. It's just, it's this knowing how to, you know, I don't know how many times he practices these before he does the final recording. I don't know how many takes of each shot there is. I don't know. I don't know. But it's very, very well done and very performative, very, you know, performative in the best possible way. You would say if someone was doing something nice to you, but you know that as soon as you turn your back, they're going to say something mean about you, then that's performative, right? They're being nice to you in a performative way. That's not what I mean. I mean, he is maximizing the impact of every action, every video. And he's obviously been doing that for 8 years at least. And so it must be very natural. It's very cool to see. This looking out, looking up, then looking at the camera.
Yes, now the rains we pour his home, and not a soul to hear.
Oh, that's the end of the song. Okay. Yeah, very, very pretty song. You don't really get to hear a whole lot of good, you know, bass focused solo vocal type things like this. It's just not something that is shared that much. You know, it's not something that gets shared to me very much anyway. And that's pretty awesome. You know, obviously it's not hitting the crazy highs. It's not this like power metal type thing, which is what a lot of Dan's stuff has been so far. You know, it's not hitting those crazy highs and all that, but it doesn't need to, right? I assume that's very similar to the original song. Y'all can let me know if this is completely different and maybe I should listen to the original song from the show or something, but that was pretty good. The intensity is there at any octave with this guy. You know what I mean? So really, really enjoyed that. Third Gen Camaro Guy, thank you so much for the recommendation. I hope you enjoyed watching this with me. I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of your time. It's kind of a shorter song, you know, but I hope you enjoyed spending some time here with me again. And I am looking forward to more. I already have on the calendar four more Dan Vasc donation requests. So we'll be doing one or even possibly two of those per week to get through them. And I'm going to keep going as long as y'all keep, you know, supporting the channel, doing all those things, right? Like leaving comments, liking, watching, all that stuff. If you're here for it, I'm here for it. I absolutely love these. So it's a blast. If you do want to support the channel, head on over to Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description. And you can also, you know, leave an unpaid request in there, put it in the random drawing that we're going to be doing on Fridays. But if you want to make sure that I get to it, I'm just going to basically go in the order I get them for donation requests from here on out. And, you know, having a lot of Dan Vasc to cover is not a bad thing in my book. So, again, thank you all very much. I think that's all I have to say. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. And I hope to see you then.